Yo, hi, how are you? I hope you're well. I am doing fine myself. I'm just here waiting for you so we can talk about narcissists. I dated a narcissist for a couple of years. Oh, it was terrible. It was terrible. I would never want to go through what I went through. And if you're dating a narcissist, because we know sometimes at some point you start realizing why there's something wrong with this guy, with this lady. But mostly narcissists are men. This disorder affects mostly men. I went through so much. It was just bad, and I even had to see a therapist afterwards. I talk about it all the time. So I want to talk about how I got out and how you can know if you're dating a narcissist. But to start us off, a narcissist is someone who has Narcissistic Personality Disorder, (NPD). It's a disorder where they have an inflated ego about themselves. They think they're so important. They want to be treated like kings at the expense of other people. They're selfish, they're manipulative, and I think they're the worst people you could date. They're very abusive. So you will go from being the love of their life to nothing you do is ever good for them. You will give them everything, they will take and take and take, and in return they will give you heartache, they will give you physical, emotional and mental abuse, mental torture, and blame you for it. So welcome to my channel. My name is Mudhani Mukiri and you're watching Mudhani's Mission. So you see how alcoholics use alcohol and drug addicts use drugs? Narcissists use people. That's their drug. You know, they suck off people. And the best statement to describe narcissists is when you catch them cheating, they can't trust you again. I know it's messed up. It's your fault for catching them. Why are you catching them cheating? So it's they're messed up, and I think one of the reasons why we because I dated him for a couple of years, I would not like 2 years, I would have seen it, and I saw it. I saw the red flags from the first week, you guys, first week. The reason we stay sometimes in toxic relationship is that you're ignoring the red flags because you want to see the good in people, and it will cost you later. It costed me, it will cost you. The first thing you need to look out for is love bombing. Like they have a lot of love, like they slap you off your feet with love. They're calling you every time, they're sending flowers to your office, they're taking you for dinner almost every day, they want to take you to Dubai, they want you to talk to their mother on the phone the first week, they want to introduce you to their colleagues the first 2 weeks. They give you so much love, like they are here, like in your face like this, you know. They become too much. Their love is usually crazy love, like, you know, the love you need to question, like when it's too good, think twice. That is like one of those situations where you need to question. They give you so much love. When you meet someone and they're too much, you know, at some point you feel like, well, why are you doing all this for me? Why are you buying me a car? It's only been 2 weeks, you know. They love bomb you. They it's like inaitwangaje kifunga macho. That's my mom talks about that. Kifunga macho, they blindfold you. They it's like they're putting a cloud on you so that when their true colors comes, when they start manipulating you and being mean, you will want to go back to that initial stage, but they will never go back to that because that's not who they are. The mean and the selfish person is who they are, but they camouflage. So love bombing. I was love bombed, and everyone who's dating a narcissist knows what I'm talking about. Number 2, you're constantly defending yourself. So this guy will call you, maybe you're not able to pick the phone, and then maybe after 10 minutes you call them back. Sasa ni kesi, why didn't you pick my call? I'm like, I was in a meeting. When you can't just tell me you'll call me back. I'm like, but I've called you back. No, you know, you can't just be ignoring calls. Now it becomes sasa ni kesi. You get, you're constantly defending yourself. Like it's like one of those memes where I see men, a lady is asking a guy, why did you allow that chick to see you? Why did you allow her to look at you? It's like one of those funny memes, like funny situations. You're constantly on the wrong. For example, like sometimes when I was in my own home, when I was going home from work, he knew like from home to work is 10 minutes drive. So ikipitisha 15 minutes kama sijampigia, it's a problem. They are so, like I'll talk about that point on its own. They're so crazy, and they love drama, and they want to constantly push you to the wall. It was chaotic for me. So number 3, they're very insecure and they're very controlling. I realized there was a problem with my relationship because of the control and the insecurity. Like I've said, like he knew the distance between home and work. So like he would tell me, when you get home, call me. So I get home, maybe decide to take a shower. By the time I'm calling him, it's like 20 minutes since I left work. Wow. So why did you call me? Kwani ulipitia wapi? I'm like, no, I just got home and take a shower. But you were supposed to call me immediately you got home. Then I'm like, but I wanted to freshen up. When I get home, I just want to shower first. I don't want to start sitting down. It becomes a problem. They want to track your phone. They want to track your car. They want where you go. I remember the time I used to go to places with my friends. When I go, he's not there with me, but he will know who I spoke to, who served me, who I danced with. You know, they're so controlling. He was so insecure. So then I'm like, I'm with you. You practically love bombed me. So I'm with you when I'm not at work or at my side hustle. I am with you. You constantly know where I am every time. But then you're still insecure. Which other hours? When you have extra hours that I'm getting, that God has given me. They're so insecure, so controlling. If your man is too insecure, and I didn't give him a reason to. If you've not given them a reason to be insecure, and they're too controlling, you know, like those people who just show up at your house without telling you they're coming. And then, so he shows up at my house without telling me he's coming, so he won't find me. I'm probably at my friend's house. So then I tell him I'm at my friend's. What are you doing at your friend's? I'm like, I'm visiting, but you didn't tell me you are going. So it's my fault that he found me. It's my fault that he found I wasn't home, but he didn't say he was coming at my house. You understand? So those are some of the crazy things and crazy stories. Number 4, they accuse you of things that they do. For example, he might accuse you of cheating because he's cheating on you. He might accuse you of, sometimes I felt he used to go through my phone. He might accuse you of flirting with your colleagues. You didn't flirt with your colleagues. It was just maybe just a basic conversation because he's flirting with his colleagues. You get that manipulative mind. Like he will accuse you of not spending enough time with him, but he's always in meetings. You understand? He will accuse you of things that he does, especially when it comes to cheating. He will track you. So I'm telling you, track your car. He will track your phone. He will show up at your house unannounced because he in his head, he knows you're cheating. But in reality, he's the one who's cheating. He doesn't want you to find out. Or he thinks you're doing what he's doing. It was just number 5. Again, number 5. They're very selfish and they're very mean. Like they can tell you such mean things. They can be so selfish. And you know, when they're selfish and then they realize they've gone overboard, they go back to like a stage love bombing. They manipulate you again so you don't leave. They love bomb you again. They tell you those nice things. They start doing those things they were doing for a while so you forget how they behave. Maybe they've beaten you, maybe mine wasn't physically abusive, but I know most people and most women dating narcissists go through physical abuse and verbal abuse. They call you names, they tell you you're a slut, they tell you you're sleeping with their friends, and it's not true. They're so disrespectful, and then they manipulate you with the love, with the flowers, with the good kisses. You know, they become a puppy again. Yeah. So the reason it was hard for me to leave, I did eventually, and even when he tried coming back, at least I had ground and I knew I wasn't gonna go back to these insecurities. At first, I didn't know what narcissist was. I didn't know I was dating a narcissist when I was dating him, but I knew he was too controlling for me. He was too insecure. He's reading my messages. He was taking screenshots for every conversation. I think he could read my phone conversations on his phone. And I knew I didn't want to go back to that. But the reason most women stick around after the beatings, after the verbal abuse, after all this, is because you still expect him to go back to the initial stage. Because he manipulates you into believing you are the problem. This relationship is messed up because of him. because you're not giving your all, because you don't want to move in with me. That was a problem for me. He wanted me to move in. I'm not gonna move in with you before you put a ring on it. So that was a problem for me. And the reason women stay around with this man is because he makes you believe you're the problem, and that is why the relationship is not the way it was when he was love bombing you. You understand? But the love bombing was to hook you, and then they just become the mean self, their mean selves again. So if you're dating a narcissist, please leave. I remember I went for therapy. I didn't know who narcissists were. I went for therapy, and I remember explaining to my therapist why I'm heartbroken, and I was crying, and I felt like I am the problem. I remember telling her I have lost a good man, like I am terrible, I did these things. She listened. Like the first session I cried the whole time, and she told me, you did not lose a good man. And then now she told me what narcissists are. At some point I even asked her, when you knew him? Because she could tell from a professional point of view I was dating a narcissist 100%. And I remember telling her, I think I lost something. This is not who I was before. And she told me, yes, you lost yourself. You lost yourself. And that is what narcissists do. I remember my therapist telling me, narcissists have an idea of the woman they want in their head. So when they get you, they want to shape you into that woman. They want you to throw away your goals. They want you to start behaving like the woman they have in their head. And if you don't, now they start becoming mean and selfish and they leave you. And she was telling me, when you date a narcissist for a long time, you stop existing as yourself. Like now Mudoni dies and I start existing as that woman for him. You understand? If you're dating a narcissist, my heart goes out to you. Like I am with you like this. But you need to leave. It's so hard to leave because you've already been manipulated. You know the problem. They make you feel you're the reason they're cheating. You're the reason they have been mean to you. You're the reason the relationship is like that. They mess you up. They mess your mind up. But the best way is to leave. They will never change. And when they are done with you, when they've sucked everything in you, when they've used all your money, when they've taken everything in you, when you've given away your goals to make them happy, when they're done with you, they walk and they find another woman or another man, and they do the same to them, and the cycle goes on and on and on. There's help for narcissists, and they could get help. But before you get help, you have to accept you have a problem. But who has a problem? Narcissists. They can't have a problem according to them. So if you're dating a narcissist, please get out, get therapy, get help, understand the person you're dating. They will never change. They will never go to the initial love bombing stage. And when they know you want to leave them, they gaslight you. Like, gaslighting you, they manipulate you. They make you feel if you do this, the relationship will be better. They make you feel if you stop working, sasa ulienda kazi, your relationship it's never been the same because you're there with other men. They gaslight you. They mess with your head. You can't leave. You keep staying. They show you how they're giving you the best. I'm the best boyfriend. I remember you used to tell me that. I'm the best boyfriend you'll ever have. But you will never meet a guy like me. Right now I am in a very happy relationship. Like I didn't know some things happen. Like I didn't know it can get this good, and a relationship can be healthy and mutual, and okay. He was terrible. Like it was a bad relationship. So those are the tips. Like he manipulates you. Love bombing, especially because kwanza I saw it and I'd feel, hey, this guy is too much in my face. Like stop calling me 30 times a day. But I still stayed there. I still felt, hey, So they do those things, and then you become addicted to them, like to that love bombing, and then they take it away. They start being mean and cheating on you and beating you, and then they make you feel you're the reason they're behaving like that, and then you keep hoping to be better so you can go back to love bombing, but you will never be good enough. They've already taken everything from you. If you're dating a narcissist, leave. If you know someone who's dating a narcissist, just talk to them, give them support. It's not easy to leave. It is not easy, and they come looking for you, and they've already messed you. You're the problem. They're the reason it's not working. They've already told you will never meet someone like them. Like wewe ni shida. Like I'm giving you everything like this. So unaenda wapi? Nani atakufanyia? Who will accept you the way you are? And then how they point out your weaknesses and what they don't like about your body, and sasa nani atakupenda na itumbo, like you're full of pimples. At least mimi, you know, there's such mean people. So those are the tips, and if you're dating a narcissist, I feel for you, but the best thing for you is to leave. You cannot save them, and sometimes when you think you want to save someone from a toxic situation, you become toxic yourself. Yeah, so that's all for today about narcissists. Choose yourself, choose love. It's not easy, but you can do it. Other people have done it. You'd rather deal with the hurt than stay in a relationship where you know it will never get better. Where you're constantly defending yourself, you're constantly on the wrong, you're getting physical abuse, there's emotional. Actually, let me talk about this emotional abuse. This they do something, you are mad at them, you point it out, now they are mad because you said they have done something, now they go quiet on you. It's called emotional abuse. It's terrible. It's the worst form of abuse. They go quiet on you. They are not talking to you now. Ni wewe umekosea. Kwa nini ulijua nimefanya makosa? So then now they ghost you. Anyway, let me leave it at that. I hope I've shared enough even about my life and about what happened, and I hope you learn from it. I hope you will be able to get out of a toxic situation. I have friends who dated narcissists who beat them, the hell out of them, who beat them crazy, who took their children away from them. They go to children's court and they behave, you know, they know how to lie and to behave like a puppy, so you can feel for them. My friends did not understand why I was leaving him. They knew he was the best guy anyone would date. He was an angel to them, but behind closed doors, things he tells you and ways he makes you feel, you're the only one who knows. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening. My name is Muthoni Mukiri. You have been watching Muthoni's Mission. Let's share our experiences down below, dating toxic guys and dating narcissists. Thank you for watching.